Welcome back, guys. Emily Saves America. Subscribe, YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, TikTok, notification bell. On today's show, Somalians versus Americans. The fight. California's crime is at an all-time low, according to Gavin Newsom. How annoying anti-Semitism is, immigration policies making liberals go crazier, and women on TikTok being way too woke. So we have a video that's going around right now. A drunk couple causes havoc in a San Francisco bar, restaurant, whatever, after getting cut off. So apparently why, because obviously I do my research on the show, why she was so upset is they cut her off, because that's what you do as a good bartender when people are drunk or getting aggressive or belligerent. You say, yeah, you're good.
Please step away.
He's just fucking harassing. Yeah, it's all of his rights.
Please leave.
Oh my god. You gotta fight her. Ooh. Oh, she got like body slammed. Wow. I can't believe she got back up. Oh my god. Is that her boyfriend? Oh my god. Dude, if you have to be manhandled like a child as an adult, it's crazy.
I'm not touching your boy.
Okay, stop.
No, keep on this down.
No.
Oh my god. Oh! Oh. Yep, now she's the victim.
Guys. No.
Jesus, can't you just have a nice holiday party?
Stop.
Dude, she went down so hard. Also, shout out to the guy that tripped her. That's so crazy. Honestly, it's crazy that out of body slamming her, manhandling her, the only thing that got her down was tripping her. I always wondered, some people shouldn't drink. Very few people turn into better people when they're drunk, but I'm just like, what's going on that you have to ruin the vibe that hard? Like, I don't understand. What's going on in your personal life that you decided that you're going to go terrorize the neighborhood? I'm like, everyone's having a good time. There's a guy with a Santa hat on. Like, why are you like this? If a man acted like that in public, he would get beat up. I mean, not gonna lie, that was like some woman privilege on another level, that you can misbehave on that level. And I'm surprised no one just like punched her directly in the face and knocked her out. So she seems fun to go out with. We have a Somalians versus America.
You work all day, you don't got shit. Thank you for working so hard so I can be home all day. Free. I can use my EBT. Go to work for me, white boy, white girl. Yeah. Go to work for me, you fucking white animals. Work for me. Yeah, you work for me. And the US government they work for me. All of you work for me. Now go to work. Pay them taxes. Take care of me and my people. Alright? This is my land. I control this place. This is my reality. You all gonna be enchained. I'm gonna lock all you guys up if you don't pay your taxes.
I assume he's kidding. I don't know. I'm kind of at the point when you guys see that, I'm like, how are you not racist by now? It's not even like being racist now to me is like normal. Like when you see that, you should be like inherently angry as pretty much like any other race besides Somali and not even just white. But that video made me think of God, what's his name? I just photoshopped the lasers in my eyes, like the guy from The Boys, whatever Captain America is or whatever. Well, that wasn't a good video if you're trying to defend your community. You pretty much just said everything we're accusing you of, and then, said you hate white people and we're just going to be like your slaves and you're coming here to take advantage of us. So probably not if you're trying to, be like, no, none of this is true. PR on the Somalians. You guys might want to check your boy. Somalia is the most anti-gay country in the world.
Somalia is ranked as the most anti-LGBT country in the world, next to Afghanistan.
I didn't know that.
According to the Equality Index.
Right.
Are you concerned about that at all? Like if we bring in a lot of these people from an area like that?
No, I don't think it should be an issue. I think maybe because they're not exposed to it as much as we are, or
Exposed to being gay.
there can be other ways to treat those types of mentalities.
Treat those mentalities like should we teach them or kind of like train that out
I mean,
of
if
them?
they come to the U.S., I think they're also, like if they come to New York, we're not changing because they're coming to New York. New York is a city of immigrants, but like we're not going to change our pro-LGBTQ because we have immigrants coming in that don't believe that.
The broad question is, do you think that there's a compatibility issue with culture if there are people who have anti-American or anti-LGBT views, or they believe in Sharia law? Like 87% of Somalis strongly agree with the tenets of Sharia law.
Oh my God.
It's up to them if they're immigrating here to adopt American values.
You can ask me who's voted blue. You can ask extended family members of mine who vote Donald Trump and they're not pro-LGBTQ. So American values are subjective to who you ask.
I'm a Trump supporter. I'm pro-LGBT. I'm not for throwing gay people off buildings or killing them, like having a death penalty for being gay.
I mean, but
in
if you
Somalia, that's the
support-
case.
But if you support Donald Trump, you also support the ideology that he thinks it's a mental illness.
Transgenderism is a mental illness.
Because it is.
That's what he says. But he has like Rick Grinnell and Scott Besson in his cabinet. He's hired a lot of gay people in high positions.
Yeah, trust me, there's a lot of gay Republicans.
But I think when you support that narrative, when you're attacking the queer community, it's not just one. It's like, it's a community.
No, the Somalians are going to attack the queer community. That's like, sweetie, you're missing the biggest point here is, first of all, 87% of them wanting Sharia law is really crazy. That means anywhere you're even near them, you're putting women and children all in danger because we're just lesser or nothing in their eyes. And then it's like, he won't answer the question. Is like, are you worried about them coming here and not adjusting to American values? And he's like, well, if they're coming here, blah, blah, well, maybe they're not free to be gay there. It's like, okay, that's not the point, sweetheart. It's not a 100% gay Somalians coming here so they can live in New York. And this whole thing, New York is a place of immigrants. Now it is. Since Democrats took over, yes, now it is. New York used to be New Yorkers. That's actually what New York should be. It should be, the Queen's accents and all the stuff they have going on there, whatever, it used to be like New York. And now it's just like whatever the new native brown language is. I don't know. But I'm like, that it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like, oh my God, New York's amazing. It's all third world immigrants. That's not, no, New York should be amazing because it was New Yorkers. New Yorkers also, what happened? Used to be like kind of badass and tough. And I'm like, you pussies let all these like rich white kids take over and then import all these shitty people into your state. Like, why did you do that? It doesn't really make any sense to me. Somali immigrant employee at Wendy's wasn't wearing shoes and got fired. God, these people are disgusting. I'm sorry.
A Somali immigrant employee at a Wendy's burger restaurant was fired after a customer complained that she was working barefoot. The incident happened earlier this week at a Wendy's location.
Oh my God.
A customer said he walked up to the counter to place an order and immediately noticed the female server had no shoes and no socks on. According to him, she was moving between the kitchen area and the register while completely barefoot. He said it made him lose his appetite, so he recorded a short clip and sent a complaint to Wendy's customer service. Management reacted quickly. Several employees said the woman was taken into the office the same day and was told she could not continue working without shoes. When she explained that her feet were swollen from a possible pregnancy and regular
Oh
shoes
my
caused pain,
God.
the manager still decided to remove her from her shift. By the next morning, she was officially terminated. Some people online defended her, saying she looked uncomfortable and needed support, not punishment. They said she was doing her job. And
Yeah, shoes would support your body.
So the customer overreacted. Others insisted Wendy's followed company rules. They pointed out that bare feet in a fast food kitchen violate safety standards, risk injuries, and could create legal issues. The debate continues. What do you think about this situation?
There's a debate over whether people should have their disgusting bare feet out at a fast food restaurant. Yeah, you feel so bad for her. Okay, so go put her in your house then. Go put some shoes. I'm like, first of all, if you're saying your feet are swollen, your back hurts, you go get some sandals or you size up or something. But I'm like, can we have any standards left in this country for literally anything? Do we have to cater to like Neanderthals so we can at fast food restaurants? Why do we have to cater to them? They don't cater to us. The one thing I don't understand is I wish people understood like the gay guy being interviewed earlier, that's so sweet that you let these people into your country and you're so catering to them. Why don't you go there and see how they treat you? See how catering they are to you. Let me know how many Muslim countries are welcoming Christians in. Yeah, set up a church. Go ahead. Do your thing. Yeah, bring in gays. How many? None. None. That's why you should want to keep America the way it is. Or actually, sorry, not the way it is. I don't like the way it is. I like the way it used to be. What are you talking about, Emily? You talking about when you slaves? When you talking about slavery? I don't know. I wasn't back there. Maybe things were more in order then, but they're sure as not in order now. That's disgusting. That is third world people. You know what pisses me off more than anything? Oh my God, Emily, you support eugenics. Why do poor people have children? Why is she pregnant? And also, I want to point out something in the video. She was not the only one with a headscarf on. There was another woman there. So I'm like, is this a Wendy's in Dearborn, Michigan? Why is there so many Muslims working at this Wendy's? It's weird. It should be poor white crackheads, Mexicans, or black people. That's who should be working at a Wendy's. Anything else makes no sense to me. But it's like, of course it's liberals like, oh no, we should feel bad for her. I'm like, that is a hell. Do you guys not realize there's like health standards for restaurants? Do you want the Wendy's to shut down so they all lose their jobs? But I don't understand. You are working at a Wendy's. You are barefoot. You are probably an illegal. You are obviously poor. And at the end of the day, you can still go home and That's the craziest thing in the world to me, okay? That's crazy that you are horny enough to go home after that and attempt to, and let probably another Somalian bust inside you to reproduce. That is crazy, because you should be stressed, depressed, on birth control, and having no sex at all. I hate when poor people reproduce. It is the worst. Being poor is like literally worse than abuse. It's like, I don't understand. It's trauma. Being born into a poor family, I'm sure a lot of us can relate, is literally traumatic. Why? You're like, my life sucks. Why don't I bring someone in to suffer with me who has no control over any of the situation? It is the craziest thing to me. And anytime you say that online, everyone's like, oh, so you're a white supremacist that supports eugenics. Sure, I actually do support eugenics. Why would you want like retarded kids to be born, Down syndrome, kids with like one arm and missing legs? Like if that's eugenics, then yeah, I support it. And I think the bitch with no shoes on in Wendy's should not be letting dudes bust inside her to have kids on our taxpayer dollars. Is that fair? Is that fair? Okay, great. Keith Ellison met with and took money from Somali fraudsters, attempted to get taxpayers to pay for his flights to and from Harvard.
This morning, Jeremiah Ellison was among the outgoing city council members to get an honorary resolution for their years of service.
So I give my gratitude to the North Side.
But one issue not mentioned, where he's been the final 5 months of his term. Harvard University as a Loeb Fellow. R.J. Coles first broke the story this summer, and it caught some off guard.
His Ward 5 constituents deserve a council member who shows up.
Ellison is splitting his time between here and Cambridge, Massachusetts. He's still earning his $110,000 city salary.
Oh, I should work for the city.
On top of a $57,000 stipend from Harvard. Now 5 Investigates has obtained these internal emails showing Ellison's office wanted more. They requested the Ward 5 budget to cover travel expenses, specifically round-trip travel between Minneapolis and Boston, so Ellison could attend city council meetings every other week.
Why don't you live by the city council meetings you're a part of?
In response to Ellison's request, the city clerk acknowledged the prestigious program, but said it's a personal professional development opportunity, and travel for this purpose is not allowed.
It's very disconcerting.
We sat down with 2 very engaged Ward 5 residents.
As a retired math teacher,
okay.
I can't imagine
these are teachers.
asking my students to pay for me to commute to and from school. We are his constituents.
I also am glad that the city rejected that request.
Ellison has long maintained he can do both, even from afar. But fellow council members...
Who's this fool? He looks like a rapper.
Here's what he told our Eric Shalou in September.
Nice glasses.
You'll certainly see me at council meetings, barring some kind of emergency, but you'll certainly see me at full council.
But our review of council attendance records shows he's missed 5 of the 11 meetings ever since.
It's like the only part of your job.
Fellowship. Now, I was at that city council this morning.
Is he Somalian?
But was only able to talk to Ellison via text message, where he called this.
He's meeting with Somalians from Minneapolis, and he's getting $110,000 a year. He's also the connection to Harvard's crazy. He's getting a $50,000 like stipend too on top of all that, and his only job is to literally go show up and just sit at these meetings. And he's like has his like little like rapper glass on. He's like, yeah, I don't know. Like if I show up, I show up, but like I don't know, I can't always make it. Well, sorry, most people at city council meetings aren't traveling in between their multiple homes and locations. So they're like all shady. Show me one that is. Even the one working at Wendy's is shady. That's what's so crazy to me. I'm like, are there any hardworking Somalians who like are giving back to the country, work a normal job, go to school, or, you know, wearing shoes, come home, have like a productive family? Like, show me one of those, you guys, and I will stop being racist against them. Ilhan Omar thinks we should be more fearful of white men in this country. She says this every week. I feel like I've heard this 10 times.
A lot of conservatives in particular would say that the rise in Islamophobia is a result not of hate, but a fear, a legitimate fear, they say, of quote-unquote jihadist terrorism, whether it's Fort Hood or San Bernardino or the recent truck attack in New York. What do you say to them?
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. And so if fear was the driving force of policies to keep America safe, Americans safe inside of this country, we should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
I mean, as a white woman, you radicalize me. I'm like, I don't know. What is this thing? So the guy asks her, do you have anything to say about all the Somalians, the crime, the fraud, what they did to, you know, not lied about feeding kids, lied about helping the disabled kids? Were those the ones that were like grabbing birds by the necks and eating them in their neighborhoods and like eating cats and stuff? And then it's like on top of the videos of them talking about being violent towards us. So what about, you know, the fear, Islamophobia, which is a very valid fear because you guys are literally killing people all over the world. You're like ramming into Christmas parades, stabbing people. So what's your response to all of that? And she's like, well, we should talk about how much I hate white men and how dangerous they are. And I'm like, sweetie, first of all, statistically, even sources and data coming from the most liberal places, okay? Because we know that crime's manipulated. Because we see every day Black and Mexican people are being labeled as white. Even all that, you're wrong, okay? No one is saying that the biggest threat to them is a white person, okay? But at the same time, I'm like, why are you able to sit up there and to blatantly lie as someone who holds a position of power? And then also, is this not contributing to the white hate? And then it's funny, people start wondering why people start becoming radical and be like, hey, actually, I'm not ashamed of being white. Hey, fuck you, you Somali. How about you get out of my country? They're like, oh my God, I can't imagine where any of this is coming from while I sit on TV taking white tax dollars, telling white people how much I hate them and how dangerous they are. Really? I don't ever want to be next to a Somalian for any reason, and I have no problem being next to white people. Like, this guy. And also, you married your brother, and I don't like that either. Ilhan Omar's second husband has run off to South Africa, dodging President Trump accusations that he is her brother. Ran off... What the prince? Ilhan Omar's flamboyant, dirty Danny's second husband. Wait, I'm so confused. She has two husbands? She had a first one and now a second one? Well, the first one was probably her brother, right? Which was the second one. What was the first one? The second one's her brother, whatever. She said she'll do anything to get him citizenship in the country, including marrying him. Trump accuses them of being siblings, so he flees the country. Yeah, totally nothing weird about that. And then Ilhan Omar thinks Republicans are sick for investigating her marriage to her brother. Okay, she married her brother, cheated on her ex-husband, stole another woman's husband, wants leniency for ISIS supporters in America, but thinks everyone else is sick. Oh my God, it looks like Prince. Looks like the Somalian prince. Wait, I'm so confused. It's the same thing as like when people spread rumors about Michelle Obama. It's like, wait, why are we sick for asking questions, but you refuse to just prove us wrong? It would be so easy to prove us wrong. That's why I don't understand if it's so offensive to you. But I'm also pretty sure we've got the marriage certificate and there's a lot of weird stuff going there. I don't know. We'll stay up to date on it. During a speech where he planned to tout his administration's economic success in Pennsylvania on Tuesday, President Donald Trump said Rep. Ilhan Omar does nothing but bitch. All facts.
I love this Ilhan Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. I love her. She comes in, does nothing but bitch. She's always complaining. She comes from a country where, I mean, it's considered about the worst country in the world, right? They have no military, they have no nothing, they have no parliament. They don't know what the hell the word parliament means. They have nothing. They have no police. They police.
He's so happy.
Kill each other all the time. I love it. She comes to our country, and she's always complaining about the Constitution allows me to do this. We ought to get her the hell out. She married her brother in order to get in. Right? She married her brother.
All facts.
Can you imagine if Donald Trump married his sister? Beautiful. She's a beautiful person. If I married my sister to get my citizenship, do you think I'd last for about 2 hours, or would it be something less than that? She married her brother.
He's right in saying that, like, obviously, if any of us did that, we would be under, like, criminal investigation, and it would be very serious. I mean, but once again, you might not like the way he says things, but he's right. All she does is come here and complain. And then I'm like, wait, I'm sorry, is your disgusting third world shithole country so amazing? I don't understand why you go somewhere that on paper across the board is better and then you complain about it. Do you need to go somewhere even worse than your disgusting shithole country to maybe get some like perspective and then come back here? Also, Trump being like she married her brother is really crazy. I really like that. He's my favorite. Hydration gets oversold. More water isn't the answer if your body can't actually use it. That's why I use Native Path Hydrate, a science-driven formula designed to support real cellular hydration, plus steady energy and mental clarity. It includes all 9 essential amino acids, along with added nutrients to help your body absorb and utilize water properly. And the key is balance. It has the right amount of sodium, enough to help you with absorption, but not so much that you feel bloated or overloaded and like not too salty. It's made for real life, whether you drink coffee, work long hours, travel, or just want consistent energy without extremes, clean ingredients, and it tastes great. So go to getnativepath.com/Emily. That's getnativepath.com/ you know my name, you know how to spell it, for a special deal at a fraction of the retail price plus free shipping. If you want hydration that's formulated intelligently, try Native Path Hydrate at getnativepath.com/Emily. California's crime is at an all-time low, according to Gavin Newsom. I wouldn't fucking know.
Governor Gavin Newsom announced Thursday morning he is deploying new CHP crime suppression teams to 6 cities and regions across the state.
Expanding this operation, building on the success that is now included over 9,000 arrests.
Crime in California went down in 2024 in every major category. The numbers flout the storyline many moderate and conservative voices pushed last year.
LA is on pace for the lowest homicide total in 60 years.
The transit agency's police department is
some fat useless cop.
A big drop in crime.
LAPD's major announcement yesterday of the crime data from 2024, where across the board, violent crime and victims of those crimes went down.
Yeah, crime is so amazing here that's why we have Instagram accounts of Street People Los Angeles, Street People Beverly Hills to talk about all the crime near you. Because the news won't report on it and they're not going to talk about it. In San Francisco, a group of residents are having to pay for private security guards. And I actually know people in the valley that do this too.
How much money are you guys paying for security?
We've spent $820,000 in the last 12 months.
Residents in San Francisco's South of
Is it the National Guard you hired?
A direct line to a team of private security guards.
We do heavy patrols here every hour.
They cover 100.
Oh God, what the fuck are they gonna do?
Neighborhood.
We got to do our job
24/7.
If there's anybody that's on the sidewalk blocking doorways, blocking garageways, or just mainly blocking the sidewalk where people can't pass through, we basically.
He's like, we shoot him in the face.
We ask them if they could relocate. Are you looking for any services or anything today?
Dude, over $820,000 is insane. You could literally give me a gun and a bulletproof vest, and I will do that job. I'll do 12-hour shifts because that's great. That's way more than I'm gonna make for quite a long time. So once again, make residents who pay taxes who don't they pay for all these services? Make them pay $1 million out of their own pocket to literally have people go over and be like, no, you can't be here. You can't be shooting heroin and laying down here. You have to go lay down over there. Don't arrest people. Don't force people off the street. Don't do any of that. Just make sure residents have to pay $1 million because the city literally won't do anything. So we're saying LAPD has 30-year low of income and current police officers, Mr. Caruso speaking.
I just got a very worrisome call from a very senior person at LAPD letting me know that LAPD is at an all-time 30-year low of sworn personnel. That's crazy when you think about it, given the growth of the population in this city over the last 30 years.
Yeah, it's all immigrants and crackheads.
Worse, there are more officers leaving LAPD than are coming in through the economy. On top of it, the LA City Council just canceled a January academy class for budget reasons. So now we don't even have the money to be bringing people into the academy.
Oh my God, budget reasons.
The city of Los Angeles. People are not even reporting crimes now, property crimes, because it takes so long for an officer
because no one's going to do anything about it.
Business. So we're being underreported. We're mismanaging our budget. We need to be prioritizing fire, police, paramedics in the city to keep our residents safe. This is all about mismanagement of our budget, mismanagement of the city, and we got to correct it.
Well, yeah, Rick, that's all great if you would stop supporting Democrats and have some balls and a backbone. You were the one that said you voted yes on 50. Are you out of your mind? You literally, Rick, all the problems you complain about are caused by Democrats. You know they're shady because you work with them. You were like in a photo with like Scott Wiener, that alleged pedophile, allegedly. And I'm just like, dude, come on. It's like so annoying for you out of anyone could actually like potentially like run for a position, win, save this city. But it's like you continue to be like shitting on Republicans. I'm like, bro, it's not us doing this. And you know that. I'm like, didn't your daughter's house burn down? Like, do you like, there's other people that like are really too here, Rick. Okay. But it's like, stop like being buddy with all these Democrats. And I'm like, you're telling me people move. Okay. First of all, no one's moving to California. The only people that came here are homeless people and illegals because for some reason, we have unlimited funds for them. We have no money for potholes, for police. Wait, there's budgeting issues. Didn't Gavin Newsom just spend like $80 billion on a train? That doesn't go anywhere. There's gay. I live in WeHo. There's gay parades that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars with DJs and police and porn. You guys had enough police for the gay parades. The raves that I have to hear at all hours of night, because they just have to celebrate being gay for millions of dollars. So you had money for that, okay, for the DJ there, so furries can walk around, okay? So you guys have money for all these things, for therapy for immigrants, healthcare, but you don't have money for police. And then it's like, oh, crime's gone down. No, people stop reporting it because they know criminals don't go to jail. You also don't show up at our houses. You take forever. Even if you do, it's 4 hours later. The person's already gone. Because I've personally dealt with a million of these situations and some pretty crazy shit as well. Actually, the last time I was at the police station, I was blamed for being a Republican and inciting violence. Yeah, as the guy's telling me I deserve to get raped for being a Republican. They actually were complete cucks and told me it was my fault. But I'm just like, dude, all these problems are caused by Democrats. It's like no one is fucking moving to LA. People are only moving out of LA. No one is moving here. Who the fuck would move here? Who's like, I want to live in a shithole, be surrounded by mentally ill people, and then give half of my income away and then get robbed. Someone stole our trash cans a couple weeks ago. Our trash cans, Rick. They didn't take one or two. They took 5 of them. So we had to wait 3 days and build up trash in front of our house for the city to give us, who the fuck is, like, that kid just got robbed for the Rolex. Crime is not down. You guys are full of shit, and we all know that, okay? Just because you stop reporting crime does not mean the crime is down, and it's very frustrating. And it's like, by the way, who the fuck would want to be a cop in Los Angeles? So you deal with dirty homeless, crackheads spitting on you and attacking you, a bunch of liberals around you who fucking hate you and, want your family to be in harm and in danger the way they treat the ICE officers. You get paid like shit and you have to live here. Yeah, sign me up. Who the fuck would want to do that job? Maybe that's why. I think cops should get paid more. I also think they should have better training and there should be way more of them so they're not spread out thin. I think that's fair. We have a street takeover in Los Angeles on the 6th Street Bridge. You know, that bridge they spent all that money on. Meanwhile, Gavin Newsom is saying that the crime is totally down. This is where I used to live. It's a shithole. Bunch of young doctors and engineers on their way to work. You know how much money they spent on this stupid bridge? I'd prefer you just burn downtown to the ground, honestly, and just rebuild it. I would prefer you just let homeless people set fires and just burn it all down. Is that like a minivan like stuck there? They're just like, anyways. Never at work, am I right? Glad we spent all this money so we can cater to them, right? Hanukkah hate crime in Redlands, California.
So tonight, a Redlands home is at the center of a possible hate crime investigation after residents say someone shot up their house after they put up Hanukkah decorations.
The drive-by shooting happened Friday night. Thankfully, nobody was injured, but tonight, those suspects, they're still out there.
Our home is a home of joy.
Oh, that blazer.
Peace. And as you can see, we like to just share our excitement to the world of bringing joy to the world.
It was just before 8 o'clock Friday night.
He's getting ready for his APAC meeting.
Leaving their house on Magnolia Avenue when they encountered 3 strangers out front, 2 women and a man.
He was holding whatever it was towards me, but he chose to yell at me, and he said, yeah, free Palestine, and then he used the N-word.
This doesn't even look like a real situation.
What he had in his hand was like
this isn't real, right? Wait, he called him the N-word? You guys, I wanted to take this story seriously, but you have the gay dad with like a Jewish blazer on. That looks fake. It looks like they got it as a skit. And then you have like the sweet little kid with the yarmulke on, and they called him the N-word. There is nothing funnier than calling white people the N-word. Like, what do you even say to that? How are you even mad? I'd be like dying laughing. Oh my God, and they yelled free Palestine. Bro, it was probably the funniest thing. It was probably white people in the car. That's the craziest thing. They probably called him the N-word to try to frame it. Like it was like some pro-Palestine freaks. It's probably some liberals. But that is not okay. We must stop the anti-Semitism in this country. You cannot call white Jews the N-word. I'm very confused what's happening. We have a woman paying $3,000 a month for rent in Los Angeles with homeless crackheads screaming outside. This has been my life for 10 years. Sounds like he's saying die. Oh, he is. Well, you know what? She should go outside and walk around alone. He seems lovely. California is losing population.
I mean, honestly, I feel like LA is like a third world.
Well, it's been going downhill for 5-6 years straight.
Yep.
Are you seeing that? A lot of, I mean, in Orange County, I've seen it. Not so much recently, but like right after COVID, when people were still really, really scared, leaving California.
Well,
your people
I'm
in
not just seeing
LA,
it, I mean, the stats.
Right.
The stats
but are you
on
leaving
that.
California or are you leaving LA County?
Well, it's both. So California in general lost hundreds and I think about 1 million people actually.
That's crazy.
California lost population for the first time in over 50 years. We were a growing state for 50, 60 years until COVID. And then people left largely because of, multiple reasons. Newsom had very, very restrictive COVID policies, the most restrictive policies in the country. Schools were closed longer in LA. Los Angeles, LAUSD was the last school district in the United States to open up. So yeah, a lot of those policies made people want to leave. We had homelessness run rampant. I think it went from 40,000 homeless to 70,000 homeless in like a 2 or 3 year period, despite $24 billion being spent on it. Taxes went up. Mansion tax put into place. Crime went through the roof.
Will you sell your? Where are you gonna sell? Are you holding? What are you doing with all your properties?
I can't sell because of the mansion tax and because I've got good loans. So I just can't sell.
Otherwise,
I would.
Hell yeah.
No?
Well, so
I can't sell because
I'd say
killing it.
no because I've got really good loans. But the mansion tax.
That's the most. You know what? I actually respect that so much because it's the honest answer, and he also a famous realtor. He's very smart. That's why he's got to this point. And he's right. The mansion tax completely you. And, if you got a good loan, hold on to it. But dude, 50, 60 years of people coming here, dude, losing 1 million people. Like, do you understand? Imagine watching from like Ariel, 1 million people like walking out of a state. How crazy that would be. That's insane. It's nuts. Newsom hires disgraced former CDC admin and ignores current CDC recommendations.
So AB 144 is the new law for the California Vaccine Advisory Board. Now, how this all works is at a national level, there's an organization called ACIP, which is the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices. They make recommendations on what shots should go on the schedule. Those recommendations are then adopted by the states, or they can be rejected. And then this is how vaccine mandates get put into law. And as you guys have been watching, ACIP is doing a complete reform on the childhood schedule, including removing the recommendations for Hep B to be given to like newborns, like within 8 hours. So Gavin Newsom
That's so crazy.
Rejecting the recommendations of ACIP, but he is also in this bill putting a policy that will protect vaccine manufacturers from lawsuits. So he's going to give them a shield of liability.
Oh, that's nice.
And he's going to also shield people who host vaccine clinics. This is the first time something like that has been done at a state level, and it really shows you that, Gavin is protecting, corporations and billionaires.
I'm shocked.
All the weight on the backs of our kids.
Nothing screams the Pfizer meme. It's like nothing screams trust the science than releasing it 75 years later after literally everyone's dead. Hot take. I don't think vaccine schedules in schools should be legal. I think that should be 100% up to the parents. If you want to give your kid 50 vaccines and make them and kill them, by all means, that's your right to kill your own kid. But if you want to give them none at all, I don't understand. For kids to be in school, we have to trust vaccine companies that make tons of money, that have no liability. And then you can't even sue them. And then they're being protected by politicians, companies, and corporations. Like, does that seem, I just don't understand. You pull a newborn baby out of a vagina and then you stick a needle in it. Like, how did we get here? How did we get through all of the dawn of time? And everyone's like, oh, well, back then, blah, blah. Yeah, but back then people were getting eaten by bears, bro. It's like they didn't have refrigeration and shit. Everyone acts like vaccines just saved everybody and cure everything. And I go, look around. Have you guys been outside? Do we look like a mentally well-off, healthy population? Genuinely. Do we? I don't think we do. I think everyone is crazy, socially. No one can hold a conversation. Everyone has autism. They're weird. They can't function properly. They have autoimmune. Everyone has gut issues, skin issues, autoimmune issues, blah, blah. Dude, it's all from vaccines. That's the thing. It really is. Of course, yes, I'm sure there's some people that die from some things that maybe could have been prevented. But also, bro, there's AIDS in the vaccine. Canada? Highly vaccinated? There's a chart. Put on my tinfoil hat. I've been talking about this for 5 years. There is a chart that is the introduction of the COVID-19 vaccines in Canada, because cuck they are and super vaccinated. And you should watch the spike of AIDS. There is literally HIV in the vaccine. You know how everyone was screaming about, what was it? There was something out, not shingles. It was one of those outbreaks going on. And I go, it's literally an ingredient in the vaccine. They're like, oh, it's all the unvaccinated people killing us. I'm like, bro, if we don't have shit in our body, we can't kill you. You're shedding on me. Also, the sky, what? The fog out of nowhere? Dude, you're supposed to go outside and get fresh air. I go outside, I'm sick. I'm sneezing, I'm coughing, I have allergies for the first time. The fog looks like a horror movie. I literally was close the blinds, close everything last night, turn the sensors on. I want none of this feels right. It's very unnatural. And we're not supposed to, people are like, oh my God, I need my 5th booster. It's like, bro, you're just not supposed to be in this environment. I'm sorry. You're not supposed to be watching Fox News 24/7, drinking a Coca-Cola, eating Chick-fil-A, and injecting yourself with vaccines. What the fuck about that seems natural to you guys? Do you think that maybe there's some long-term consequences to all these things? A lot of my friends have babies with 0 vaccines. They are ahead of all the schedules and they are perfectly healthy. Okay. And I also babysat for a couple that had perfectly healthy boys, took them in to get vaccines, and they both became autistic after. And you know what's funny? They all shamed the parents, and they all said they were crazy, they're nut jobs, no one wanted to be around them, blah, blah. And I was like, so instead of admitting that, like, that vaccine, which is known to, like, literally make kids have, like, autism and completely destroy them, that's why they're, like, seizing out, you actually just shame the parents. Okay, that's great. That's great, guys. I hate the anti-Maha people so much. Imagine being like, I don't want to, like, maybe see that there's some truth in the things that they've all been, you know. By the way, look who is exempt from the vaccine mandates. Literally people who work at the vaccine companies. Do you think Gavin Newsom is vaccinating his kids? Do you think rich people and politicians vaccinate your kids? Most people that work in politics, by the way, have androids. That's how you know shit's up. They're doing with our iPhones. Literally, someone was like, in government was like, no one in government has like an iPhone if they really know what's up. And I'm like, okay, well, like, whatever. Spy on me. I don't give a shit. Watch me walk around my house fucking naked watching weird shit, okay? I don't even care anymore. I give it all to you here. This is it. This is everything. I'm giving you guys everything. That went a little off into a different direction. Gavin Newsom admits to giving healthcare to people regardless of immigration status, like we said that he does. So illegals get healthcare. Boom, right again.
Healthcare, yeah, I'm proud of that because I believe in universal healthcare. Others may say it. I get it. First state in the country, regardless of pre-existing conditions, ability to pay, and regardless of your immigration status. I promised that. I promoted it. I ran 3 times on it. I did it when I was mayor. People know who I am.
You're proud of the fact that you said no matter what their pre-existing conditions are, so we're just taking it up people who are never going to, pre-existing conditions, never going to be able to pay anything, and you're like, I don't even care about their immigration status. Wow, those are all horrible things, and you should hide all of those things. You definitely shouldn't be proud of them. Ladies, quick reminder, the men in your life deserve to feel amazing too. It's not all about you, especially heading into the holidays when stress is up and energy is down, as you can tell from me today. Gentlemen, have you been feeling tired, unfocused, or like you've lost your edge? Juvenon just launched something worth checking out, the Maximum Male System, a bundle of Alpha Gold Male and Blood Flow 7. Alpha Gold Male supports your body's natural systems for energy, strength, stamina, and drive, helping you feel more motivated, recover better, sleep deeper, and show up with real confidence. Then Blood Flow 7 supports healthy circulation by boosting nitric oxide, which helps relax blood vessels and improve blood flow to your brain, heart, and muscles for clean, steady energy and sharper focus without caffeine. Together, it is a simple 2-step reset for more drive, better performance, faster recovery, and clearer focus, so you can go into the new year already feeling your strongest and best. bloodflow7.com/Emily, EMILY, and get 30% off your order today. That is bloodflow7.com/Emily, EMILY. Thanks, guys. So buckle in, guys. We have a lot of clips with Netanyahu, and I have some opinions on them. So this is Mr. Netanyahu saying, you know, like, what is anti-Semitism? Netanyahu says America wouldn't exist if it weren't for the Jews. We'll see what he means by that.
I said, Mike, that we are fighting today the battle that the Maccabees fought. They fought for the survival of the Jewish people and the Jewish faith against an enemy that wanted to extinguish us, wipe us out from the face of the earth. We were fighting our battle, but we were also fighting the battle of civilization, because our civilization is based on the Judeo-Christian tradition. And if the Maccabees had failed, there'd be no Judaism, there would be no Judeo-Christian civilization. There would be no Maccabees. There would be no United States, there wouldn't be the civilization of freedom.
It's crazy how they just take credit for everything.
The respect for
They're like, you wouldn't exist. There would be no America, no freedom.
Like those 5 brave brothers. They actually made the whole difference. So that spirit animates these brave soldiers that are here today and their comrades who are fighting in Gaza or in Lebanon or in Iran.
Like, aren't you being accused of war crimes?
Necessary to not only preserve the Jewish nation and the Jewish state, but preserve civilization against the barbarians. The barbarians are out there.
You mean the Muslims?
They did a horrible thing to us on October 7th. They'll never do it again. But they're doing it against Jews.
They'll never do it again?
And Jews elsewhere in America and elsewhere. This is our common battle against the barbarians. We have won it here, we're winning it here, we'll win it everywhere. חג שמח, חג חנוכה שמח לכולכם. תודה רבה.
I mean, I'm like, it's like we have given you everything and you wouldn't exist without us, but we have the same battle. It's like, well, isn't that f***ing convenient that America, the most powerful country on the planet, has the same battle as exactly you? Like, I just find that so interesting. So we have a anti-Semitism leader. She's the head of, or some anti-Semitism bullshit. I don't care anymore. And she's talking about censoring Americans over hate speech.
We will shine a light on you that thanks to Google and SEO will follow you for the rest of your life. When you look for a job, when you look for a spouse, when you look for a nanny, when you look for anything, our work will always be documented. Again, thanks to Google and SEO. Today, Stop Anti-Semitism, I'm proud to say, runs one of the most robust anti-Semitic enforcement operations in the United States, monitoring campuses, digital networks, activist groups, and public officials, documenting incidents in real time and mobilizing millions of people, of allies that are quietly by our side. But the fight is bigger than the exposure, and it's about securing a future where Jewish students can walk across a quad without being screamed at.
Bro, they're
a future
fine.
Where employers
Their parents own
understand
half
that
the country.
Anti-Semitism is not activism. It's bigotry, and it will cause you to lose your job. As a former refugee from the U.S.
Okay, she kind of said, okay, here's the thing. If this was any other group of people saying this, we would be like, let's go ahead and put them in check. That's kind of crazy. She literally is like, so if you're going to say, well, first of all, anti-Semitism, first of all, I've been voted the most pro-Israel, one of the top people on a chart for being pro-Israel, and then I've been on every anti-Semitic list. So I don't understand, because to them, if you even question Israel or Netanyahu or the IDF or anything they do, or you say that they're not like the chosen people or whatever, or you say like, hey, it's kind of sad that Palestinian kids die. Like, isn't that why they're saying Miss Rachel's the anti-Semite of the year? Because she was like, I think it's kind of sad when kids die. And they're like, oh, you want to go there, Miss Rachel? And it's like, I don't know, you guys. Because I was told I was anti-Semitic for making that same comment. I said all innocent life as a loss is sad. I also understand war. And I understand when people start wars. You know what I mean? And especially when you got the United States behind you. But it's just like her being like, okay, we're going to find your job. We're going to find where you find a spouse. We're going to watch you, and you're never going to be able to function again. It's like, I don't know, you guys. I really don't know. I feel like this is really going a bad direction, because if any other group said that, everyone would be like, I think not. If Muslims said that, we'd be like, no, we're going to stop you in your tracks there. But it's kind of crazy to say that and be so proud against it. And she's like, we got everyone behind us. We got a lot of money, a lot of big corporations. And I'm like, you guys are kind of starting to prove everybody right about all the shit they were saying. Like, I don't think that's good. So I should never. So you're going to watch me. So when I go to hire a nanny, like, what do you get? You're going to stamp my forehead and put I'm an anti-Semite. When I go to get hired, at Urban Outfitters, they're going to be like, ooh, sorry, we actually just started working with this new program and you ran through and you were on the naughty list because you said that you weren't 100% aligned with Bibi Netanyahu, who's accused of war crimes, which you would think, if I got accused of war crimes, you'd be like, Emily might have done a couple of things wrong. And that doesn't mean I take the other side. Fuck them. I mean, I also have always respected the opinion of like a lot of my friends who like are just trying to make it. They're like, oh, I don't give a fuck about either of them. I'm like, that's actually one of the most respectable opinions. I love people now who are like, I don't fucking, sort it out. God will figure it out. And I'm like, yeah, no, 100%. But it's like this whole thing of like, we don't control everything. And it's like, we're going to choose, where you get a job, who your fucking nanny is, who your boyfriend is. And then I'm like, bro, that was the crazy one. Kanye was like, they control the banks. And they were like, so we're pulling your banking. And I was like, so you do control the banks. Oh, so you do control the banks if you literally pulled someone's banking. That is the craziest thing you can literally do. But I'm just like, this is too much. This is too much. I'm very pro-Israel. I have nothing in common with the Palestinians. I think most of them are literally just dirty. And I'm sorry. I don't like feel bad. They're like literally terrorists. They hate us. Because why would I be on the side that hates me? You know what I mean? I get attacked by all of them though. But I feel bad for a lot of the women there and children. And a lot of the men are innocent as well. They actually are. They're forced to grow up in these shitty positions. And it's like, I'd be even Elon Musk was like, imagine like watching someone like shoot your parents in the head. Like, didn't you just create like 10 more terrorists every time you do that? If someone did that to my family, I'd be like, oh, I will spend the rest of my life eliminating you. I will wake up every day and I will think about how I can eliminate you and I will destroy everything you've loved. And like I think that's actually really normal. You know what I mean? So it's like serial killers. It's like they got denied by the hot blonde chick and they're like, well, now I'm just going to kill hot blondes every night because that bitch Rachel didn't go out with me one time. It's literally the same. It's literally like, think about the serial killers that develop because they got turned down by a hot bitch one time. You think if you watch someone blow your parents up, you would be like, okay, well, like whatever, because I need to do the right thing about this. It's like, absolutely not, you guys. We need to really think about these talking points. But yeah, I don't appreciate a Jewish woman saying she's gonna use all this power to come at us about anti-Semitism. And I'm like, I don't know, I just feel kind of bad for like poor people in America who just have shitty upbringings and environments. Is that an okay position to have? I'm not talking about liberals who want everything handed to them. I'm just like, a lot of people are born into really shitty situations, foster care, things like that. How about I care about them? I don't really care. I mean, like, I have, like, people crying to me they're Jewish, and I'm like, but your dad owns all of Beverly Hills. I don't feel bad for you. I'm sorry that you, like, wore a yarmulke at a huge diamond Star of David and someone, like, called you a asshole on the street. Like, I don't really care that much. I care about the kids getting trafficked and molested. Is that fair? Is that fair? Am I still the anti-Semite of the year for just calling shit out? I'm also just, like, tired of caring, because, like, this is what I don't understand about Israel, too. I'm like, we have to give you guys all this money and everything, but then you're like, we're all statistically the smartest, most successful, wealthiest people on the planet. Okay, so why the fuck do you need us? I thought I was in bed laying there last night, and I thought about that. I said, wait, if you are statistically the smartest, richest, most successful people on the planet, why the fuck are we giving you money? How does that... Wait, you guys can't... You're all together in one place, but you can't make it work? That doesn't seem right to me, right? But yeah, no questions. Send all the money over there and kill anyone you want. I can't question any of it. Okay. Oh, you came back from Qatar. Really different, Emily. I like Qatar. I like that women shut the fuck up there. I didn't have to listen to one woman talk there. There's no liberals there. Everyone's covered up and the women don't speak. I get to go have a lunch and say whatever the fuck I want, dress how I want, and everyone around me is just silent. I think that's beautiful. I don't have to worry about getting stabbed in the throat. I could wear a Rolex if I want to. Biggest Rolex store in Doha. I think it's fantastic. Anyways, guys, immigration enforcement making liberals melt down online.
Hey. With ICE. Cool.
We know you are. Cool. So ICE, Border Patrol, we're not ICE, Louisiana.
Internet crimes against children. We online.
Oh, because they thought they were ICE agents. They're not even ICE agents.
Yeah.
Online predators with all of you.
Oh my God.
We don't respect whatever you do. Well, we hunt child predators. So.
Whatever you do, we don't respect it.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
They're not at Bromart at noon on a Wednesday.
Intended
Friday.
Windows.
You'll see the article tomorrow. Okay, cool.
You'll see it too.
Bye.
All right, I'll just go fuck myself. Okay. Wait, they're internet crimes against children officers? Oh my God, these are like the people that stop people from like watching child pornography online. Imagine stopping them and be like, I don't really agree with what you do. I don't really think you should be here.
Face on the internet. That's embarrassing.
These people are so useless and retarded. I really can't handle it anymore. A migrant masturbates in family's yard. The father catches him and beats him and gets taken to jail. So there you go.
To anyone round, did you know what he's been caught doing?
Oh, you hear that accent? That's
her husband just caught him with his dick out wanking in front of the wife. So this is what happens when you go around wanking with your dick out in public. Husbands might get the hump and come and bash your head in. Yeah? You'll keep your dick in your pants, won't you?
Oh.
You're gonna keep your dick in your pants, you dirty nonce. Yeah?
The accent makes it so funny.
See that face? That's what a pedo looks like. Her husband got you good, didn't he? Yeah. I'm glad he did, you dirty pedo. Looking at his kids through the fence wanking. Looking through the fence at his children wanking, were you? You dirty, rotten nonce.
Oh
they should leave you where they found you. You keep that dirty dick.
Is that British or Irish? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, but also, like, this is how, like, those people used to be treated in society, and then they would go to jail, and, like, that was normal. Do you remember, like, if you were drunk and took a piss at, like, 2 a.m. next to, like, a kid's school, you would literally be registered as a sex offender, and you would have to go to your neighbors and tell everybody, I'm a pedophile. Like, you know what's crazy? That is how things should be handled. Because imagine the embarrassment and trauma of how it caused you if you were just like some normal dude that was just like drunk. You didn't even know you were like by a school. And now it's like, okay, so you can like jerk off to like my kids. And then when I beat you up, like I'm in trouble. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That guy actually just looked really scary in general. Once again, this is what I don't understand. I don't understand when poor people are horny. I don't understand why these pedophiles are so horny. Why is everyone horny? If you guys had to work, which is what you should be doing, you'd be depressed and your sex drive would go down. And I think that would be better for the country. Everyone's too horny, especially poor people. I don't know if they're like, what the fuck about being broke, especially as women, makes you want to let dudes who are also broke bust inside you to have multiple children. But that should be studied. For all the studies we do in America, like, oh, how do liberal people feel? How do trans people feel? How the are poor people so horny? That should be the #1 study in the country. Most normal people, you know, around me, they're like, you know, I just can't tonight. I had a long day at the office. I'm fucking exhausted. I got a migraine. I still got to make dinner. I still got to vacuum. The dogs have to go out. That's normal. Poor people are just like, yep, whatever. I'm in the mood. Let's go. No condom, no birth control, just consequences for everyone else but me. Trump's list of countries, he has instated a travel ban and a partial ban. So we got the full U.S. First of all, why did we let any of these countries in? Except for, I think it's really funny the country's called Chad, but it looks like it would be like a black country, but that's like the funniest, whitest name ever. Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Yemen, all this, Syria, Niger, Mali, all these. Okay, first of all, Palestinian territory, new. All of those places should have had a full ban since this country was, you know, at the beginning stages. The partial restrictions, I think we can bump those up. If those aren't Zimbabwe, like, no. If those are not Nigeria, weird. If those are not predominantly white places, let's bump those up. The other ones, good. Those should just be a full ban. Where's Somalia? It's on there. Okay, good. Are we done? Are we done with the Somalians? But now we have the hard part. Now we have to get them out. That's the hard part, you guys. I want to open up Emily's ICE Immigration, LLC, where you send me to the house and we get them out, you guys. We get them out. I wish we had low-key cartels here, like Sicario. Like, I wish it was just like, dude, a couple Somalians get out of line, you start driving a 405 overpass, boom, they're there. They're there for everybody to see. We have a video of a woman wants to poison MAGA family's food if they came to her restaurant. She is also the daughter of a Virginia House of Delegates member, Deborah Gardner.
And honestly, I wish we could bring back some form of segregation.
Same.
I wish it was required for your political status and who you voted for to be like public. Like your political side is public. Like when you vote, it's on the internet, just so you know. If people are like, oh, well, I didn't know.
She's trying so hard to express thoughts, but it's so hard.
On the internet for free. So we'll know in the last 5 years if you voted Republican or Democrat. We won't know who you voted for, but we will know the political party you stand for. Just so everybody's clear. With that being said, I just feel like it should be required when people walk in a restaurant.
I wish that we had... On the next administration, I hope like The Sims, you know how they have the diamonds above them? I want that to be everyone's status of registration and who they voted for. And it'll just be like red and blue, and then what libertarians could be like yellow. That would actually be great. It would be easier to date, easier to make friends. I would know what businesses I want to support. Coffee shops, I'm fucked. I'm going in with the blue diamonds no matter what. I'm not going into a fucking Republican-owned coffee shop. What is this Black Rifle bullshit? Unless you guys want to sponsor the show, then I'm super open to it. I'm sure the coffee's amazing. But, you know, that would be better. But also it's like, so she's talking about like, you know, I wish I could, she hates white people. This is what I don't understand. Why is it when white people want to be around other white people, we're racist and we're trying to bring back segregation. But I said this during the pandemic. Support Black-owned businesses. Order from Black food on Uber. We need Black spaces so we can be safe. Donate to Black. I'm like, that's segregation. It's the same thing. And it's like, you guys want it, we want it. But then when I talk about bringing back slavery on a podcast with Dean, all of a sudden it's an issue. And you guys call on my company, you unemployed cocksuckers, and try to get me fired from all my brand sponsorships. And I'm like, all I'm saying is if everyone wanted segregation, then fine. Then fine. I mean, we have it a little bit. It's just like white people can't have any spaces, and wherever we are, we take up, and, you know, we're terrible, even though everyone wants to live by us. And then, you know, everyone, not really everyone, actually, Asians have been annoying on TikTok and doing this shit with grocery stores. And I'm like, you guys shut the fuck up and stay in line. Because if I have to come for Asians on the show next, I don't like that. That's insane. The liberal Asians, I'm just like, so go live around your people. Go back to wherever you want to be. But you guys being like, I'm side-eyeing white people in a grocery store. Oh, God forbid white people go in and spend money and support your grocery stores. Would you rather have us, or would you rather have the Blacks in the grocery stores? Do you want one group's going to be stealing and one's going to be supplying your grandparents with, you know, money and food on the table? So what the fuck is it? All over TikTok now, it's a huge discussion because Asian people are like, oh, why are you in our grocery stores? Because we live around you? Like, what do you, because it's the closest grocery store? My dad shops at the Asian grocery stores. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, of course, she's like a daughter of some like Democrat woman. I'm like, I'm telling you, for all the racism in America, there is no group that is more racist than Black people in America. They want segregation. They hate us. They literally like to stab us and murder us. They want us dead. And it's like, I don't really think, white people, the most racism we have in us is to go, I like to live in a nice neighborhood. That's it. That's all we have. I think Malibu seems really nice. Maybe we could go to Rancho Cucamonga or whatever the fuck it is. That is the evil, sinister white person in America these days. And that's just a nice way to be like, I kind of don't want to get stabbed on the subway today or have the shit beat out of me for my Rolex that, you know, my great grandfather gave me. That's it. That is an evil, racist white person. The Black person walks up to you behind and stabs your throat as you're gasping for air. Okay? Does that mean? And once in a while, we're school shooters and pedophiles and molesters. And I don't even think those are. That's a smaller percentage. A lot of white people are pedophiles. That's really weird too. I don't know the demographics on pedophiles with Blacks, Hispanics, Asians. I do feel like it tends to be a lot of white, but those are white Democrats. That's very different. It's not usually the Republicans. Republicans are, you know, they're like, let's wait till you're like 17, 18. They have a little bit more respect. You know, what did Megyn Kelly say? She was like, well, it's not like he was like hitting on a 15-year-old. It was an 8-year-old. We're like, okay, Megyn, that didn't come out the way you wanted. Anyways, guys, we have video. A Christmas market in Brussels is overrun by Islamists. This looks beautiful. What does this have to do with Christmas? Is this like a Palestinian rave? It sounded like they said Hail Hitler. Like, what? Okay, well, not where's the Christmas part of that? I don't even understand. Where's the red, the greens, the Grinch, Jack Frost? Where's all the good things? By the way, I just need to okay. I was in a store the other day. There was a couple that was staring at me. Maybe they recognized me online. Maybe they were fans. I don't know. But I will say they did something that kind of, I went a little nuts. It was too much. I got very emotional. So they were being helped by this elderly white woman working at the store who was helping them. They were clearly a very wealthy couple. And when they went to walk out, the lady was like, you know, after like she's 80 years old on her back all day. She's like, thank you so much. Happy holidays. And they go, it's actually Happy Hanukkah. And I literally was like, I don't know what came out of me, but I actually wanted to be like, grab Merry Christmas, because you're in America. We're Americans here. But I was like, oh my God, it made me so angry. I'm like, you filthy rich cocksuckers. You're going to tell this old woman who's been, she's 80 years old. Thank you for the purchase. I made $10 today. Actually, it's Happy Hanukkah. Oh, actually, you're in America, mother. It's Merry Christmas. How about that? That you know that bitch celebrates Christmas. I was like, who the are you? I went on one of the most anti-Semitic rants I've ever went on. I literally lost my mind. But I was like, you know what? Happy holidays is the acceptable thing. But here you say Merry Christmas. Don't correct someone Happy Hanukkah. She didn't know you were Jewish. What, you have a tattoo on your forehead? That poor woman. I was so offended on behalf of her. I wanted to just be like, it's not Happy Hanukkah, it's Merry Christmas. But I was like, I just was like, that was the most offensive, shitty, entitled, gross thing I've ever seen. And I don't know why it made me so angry. I think it was because I felt bad for the old woman. Because she just was like, okay, Happy Hanukkah. I did it. Is that okay? Can I go back to my 9 to 5 now? Did you get your designer blanket, you pieces of shit? Oh my God, it made me so angry. I don't know why. Happy Hanukkah, happy holidays, and Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Spreading the love. I have nothing but love inside me. Women on TikTok are all too woke. I fucking hate this woman.
If it's in a man's nature to protect and provide, then why are men the single greatest threat to women and children? If it's in a man's nature to provide, then why are there more single mothers than single fathers? And if it's in a man's nature to protect, then why are 90% of intimate partner homicides committed by men? And these dumbass dating coaches will get on here and they'll say stuff like, men are naturally hunters. It's in their nature to protect and provide. Can you show me a single statistic that proves that? Like, who are they protecting and providing for? Because usually, statistically, they are the people you are protecting yourselves from.
It's so funny to be like, statistically, can you prove to me that men were hunters and we were gatherers? I'm like, how the do you think we even got to this point? I'm sorry, was World War II? I don't see a lot of archival footage from all the women that went to war and the women shooting guns. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, I didn't realize the women were all the hunters. Oh, they've done it all. You can't even go for a walk at night because you're so scared. Because you've imported all the third world men, you the amount of list of things you guys can't do, but all of a sudden you're like, how can we take credit for everything in history? Were you bitches building the pyramids? Were you bitches building the railroads? Were you enslaved and doing all these things? Were you fighting in fucking battles? I'm like, it's so, to be like, everything is because of us, even though we cannot handle a compliment at a workplace now. So now we're gonna go call HR and destroy everyone's careers. Yeah, no, it's definitely you guys. You've done it all. Apparently this girl, by the way, now switched her handles. She does political stuff now. And I'm like, oh good, the new talking point of women on the left. This is her as well.
Conservative women who hate feminism will spend all day talking about how much they love being trad, but they'll never do the one thing that they can do without it, which is shut the up. They'll get on here and they'll pander incessantly about how much they love making him a sandwich and hate modern feminism, but then they're always doing this. Feminism is why you can do that. So how about you shut the up and stop making money and get the off the internet?
It's funny because she's like pretty much describing me, but the irony is like, you are the modern feminist that we hate, and you are the epitome of like, oh, I don't know why I can't find a husband, when you were just like an insufferable bitch. I can't even imagine dating right now. I genuinely cannot imagine dating as a man. Imagine 5 minutes with her. I would be like, I'm gay. I would be like, I'm gay and I'm so sorry. I just realized after 5 minutes with you, I would rather have a guy's cock in my mouth than pay for your food so you can go on TikTok after and be like, oh my God, he just really did not, he wasn't even 5'9" and he didn't make enough money and I'm so great. Sure, sweetheart. It's not feminism it's modern feminism that has destroyed all of us, and statistically, since you love stats, there's a lot to prove that. Woman berates an older woman in Target for wearing a red Charlie Kirk shirt while working. Yeah, because she's having such a great life. Look at those jorts.
Why? They let you wear that shirt here? Yes. Why?
Yeah.
Why are you taking my picture? Why are you wearing that shirt?
Are we at the point where we're picking on old women working in Target?
Any red shirt. It's not a plain shirt.
Oh my God, one of my ex-best friends who's like just a fat loser liberal had that make racists scared again.
Why would you wear that? You're at work.
I'm like, dude, genuinely kill yourself. I really can't. So of course, this woman's like berating a elderly woman working at Target. She's wearing red, on brand for Target. You're allowed to spice it up a little bit and wear your own merch, which is about Charlie Kirk, who everyone loves. And of course, she couldn't just shut the up and go on with her day. The same way Republicans are around people all the time, and I have to walk in to coffee shops with trans flags, Palestine flags next to it. Love that. I go, actually, I like this. I actually like you two together because you guys could just cancel each other out and just kill each other, which would actually solve most of our issues right now. I have to deal with all of that. I have to deal with like, Kamal's a boss bitch when I'm like hiking and all this shit. Do you guys think I've ever said anything to anyone? Ever? Do you think I've ever said anything to the opposing? No, because that's insane. As an adult, you need emotional regulation. And if you don't, you are seriously, you should be punched in the face. That's all it is. I wish it was me. It can't be because now I'm too widely known. But you really just deserve to be out. Your parents probably don't love you. Anchors can't keep it together. We have a video.
Police are looking for a man who ran away after robbing a store.
Crucial development, Bob. Police have just dispatched a sketch of this.
Oh, man.
Officers have now arrested the
it actually looks like him. It actually looks just like him. It's like a perfect sketch.
Looks just like him.
Oh my God, no. That's so funny. It literally, wait, I imagine it was your job to draw the sketch. You were like, you guys, did I not do a good enough job? I thought it was really accurate. All right, you guys, we'll be back soon. Maybe, hopefully.